Okay, third time's the charm. Just a randomly lost connection again. I don't know whether it's a problem with this PlayStation or if it's a problem with the internet. Both seem to be okay. Um, Hopefully that's the last time it drops out tonight, but if it does go again, we might just have to call it a day and then pick up with a weekend stream to finish this off. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, let's carry on with the sprint. We are on lap 6 of 19, coming up to finish lap 6 and start lap 7. As you can see, we're currently third and seventh. There is Behrman up behind Joe. And there is Oscar and Max. So, yeah, let's continue with the sprint. All right. We might be able to make a move on Joe. He was close to getting dropped on that last lap. He's still only just inside that 1 second window. It's a long way on the lap to go. Welcome back, Army and Mr. Water. There's the state of our tyres versus the rest of the grid. Still not quite close enough this lap. Oh, that is a big lockup, and it's Isaac. No! Oh, he got hit. He got hit trying to go past Oscar.
Now. So this is what happened. Heading down the straight. Now there's an inviting opportunity there.
Oh, yeah, Oscar just whacked him.
It's quite clear. That will have knocked their confidence, I'm sure.
Oh, god damn. Oh, there's a solar storm happening tonight. That might well explain it. What damage do we have? Side pod damage. Well, I do have a spare side pods, which is good. I'll need that for the race, but that's Oscar down to 19th and us down to 20th. We took a little bit of damage to our tyres there, and we got the penalty. Why did we get the penalty? Oscar turned in on us. That's ridiculous. Confidence is still good. Behrman now up to 5th as a result of that. And could get Joe. So we can recover some pace, potentially. That 5-second penalty to be added at the end is not great. keep an eye on the gap to Giovinazzi. Piastri gets an issue with his pit stop. Good.
Piastri's team standing by. And they just really struggle. It's not a smooth one.
Okay, we need to push a bit more. Copy.
We have taken some time out of the cars in front of Isaac. Not as much as I was hoping. Not sure how much time we're going to lose as a result of that side pod damage. All right, so Behrman is almost in striking range. Jar is definitely closing up. %68 to 51. That's a healthy little overboost. Going to have to calm the tyres down again and charge the battery up when we get back in range. I've got to get in range, that's the thing. There we go, we're onto the back of Max and Norris. McLaren on for a good finish. Go. So we've got a definitely got our work cut out to try and get Hajar anywhere near the top 10, because as much as I can try and get him through this pack, unless I can pull out a significant gap, they're all going to retake their positions at the end thanks to the penalty. Have to go early, I think. Oh, Max is vulnerable here. we're still driving it clean out. I didn't even realise that. Box him in. There we go. No, he's not boxed in. Can we get him into the corner? Can we get him out of the corner? A pair of us have gone flying past Joe. Couldn't quite get the move done. Can we get him here? Yes, we can. Good. Right, now we've got to get on to Stroll. We haven't got it done completely yet. There we go. And Norris has got past Leclerc, so Norris has kicked on a bit.
So let's pick up the pace.
All right, back onto Stroll. Then it's Porsche. And then we've got to try and break away. Tyre-wise, looking good. Just try and get past Max before he closes that gap up.
Getting a little bit quicker. Try to pick up a bit more pace.
Putting him under pressure, so he's having to drive defensively. This time we'll get him. Comfortably. Good stuff. The worst we can do is finish 19th. I don't think Oscar's going to be getting in range of anybody. Little under 5 laps to go. Do need to make a little bit more forward progress here. Even if Atkins, haven't seen you for a while. Go. And his Stroll dealt with. Now we're going to kick on. Try and get Porsche on this lap and break away from him. Can we get the lunge down into this tight corner? No. Might be able to get him on the exit. Oh, then again. Out the battery again, damn it. Pourchaire's picked his pace up as well because he's halved the gap to Albon. We're down to 3 laps to go. Going to get him here. Wrong part of the track. And then we get Norris into this turn. Nope.
Two more laps.
Right, we've got past Pourchaire and we got the DRS. No, we didn't get the best launch. Fight him in the corner. There we go.
Okay, we need to push a bit more.
Right, past Russell. That's not going to do it. Damn it, Ollie. This is not the time for you to half-ass the overtakes.
This is the last lap. Last lap.
All right, he's got through. Good. And through. Oh, that's a puncture in front. That's Leclerc. And that might help us out with the penalty. It is going to help us out with the penalty.
Insane.
Behrman wins the sprint.
The Alfa Romeo wins the sprint.
I'm going to drop down to 15th, I think, or 14th maybe. 14th. I'm going to drop to 14th. That's not too bad. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, Russell wasn't close enough. So 14th. So we managed to recover a few places there. Oscar in the end doesn't finish last. That honour goes to Charles Leclerc, who just punctured his tyre. But yeah, difficult. A difficult sprint there. Ollie starting in 6th. Got himself up to 1st. Isaac, who started first, down to down to 14th.
Alfa Romeo driver.
And what a well-deserved P1 finish that was.
But that is points earned against Red Bull and Max. Not many. I'll take what I can get. Norris finishing 2nd, but has got those penalties to come, so he will drop right down on the starting grid for the main race. Max in 3rd, ahead of Schumacher. Then it's Ocon, Zhou, Gasly, Tsunoda, Magnussen, just outside the points. Maloney in 10th, bottom half of the standings. Albon, good race for him, up 9 places. Sainz 12th, Pourchaire up 6 to finish in 13th. Then it's Isaac ahead of George and Lance, the 2 Ferraris. Then Giovinazzi, Belajac's down to 18th, Oscar all the way down to 19th, and would have finished last had Leclerc not got a puncture. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we can do in the main race.
Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
Formula One first came to Qatar in 2021. Lewis Hamilton managed to pick up the victory, and in doing so claimed Losail as his 30th different Grand Prix winning circuit.
Karun, how would you describe the mood in the Alfa Romeo camp heading into this race?
To be honest, I think they'll be feeling great. The mood amongst the team has been very strong recently, and they'll be hoping to deliver again today.
Well, it'll certainly be interesting to see what unfolds here at the Qatar Grand Prix.
Have I got that spare side pod? I think I do. Yes, I do. So no need for emergency manufacturing. That is good. And the other one's actually ready as well now, by the look of it. We are going to go with 2 extra laps of fuel. And what am I going to do with strategy? I think, given that we are starting where we are, I'll be starting on the mediums and looking to go medium, soft with Isaac. Run a little bit long at the start, perhaps. Ollie, does he have 2 sets of softs available? No. So we will run the same strategy with Ollie then. We will go medium, soft. And that way we'll try and get that fastest lap. There we go. Again, a couple of extra laps of fuel so we can keep the pace up while we are looking after tyres. I'm going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. Off the line. But hopefully we can move Isaac into the top 8, because that's where we said he'd finish with the sponsors. You know what? I might. Oh, I can't do a position gain on sprint. I forgot. I was going to say I might do a position gain, but you can't do them on sprint weekends. So never mind. Let's send them to the grid for the Qatar Grand Prix.
the outskirts of Doha, the excitement continues to build as we approach the Qatar Grand Prix. Alfa Romeo's driver focused on the race ahead.
They've got a fantastic opportunity starting on pole, but can they carry it through to the end?
This should certainly be a good one, folks. We're about to get going here in Qatar. And it's lights out, and away we go.
All right, Ollie's got off the line reasonably well, but Max might have a lunge into turn one. We kept him at bay. It's good. Where is Norris? Norris is down in 14th place.
I need to overpush.
Copy.
Get on with it.
Copy.
Max got us. That was to be expected. Tucking behind him. We did get jumped by Oscar. No surprise there. Belajac has been overtaken by Charles Leclerc. Almost everybody on the mediums. There's a few on softs. 8 runners on soft tyres. Airman coming under a little bit of pressure. We'll give him some battery. As Mick is going to have a look at the inside. The Jar's tyres starting to overheat a little bit. Just ease those down now. Oscar's now got past Giovinazzi. Oh, has Giovinazzi got past us? It might be Giovinazzi getting past us. They are down 3 places on the grid. There's Ocon on his softs, throwing it down the inside. He got the better launch thanks to the battery. Now the DRS kicks in. Hajar's tyres really are overheating in the dirty air. Plus, it's a very hot track. Look at that, 60 degrees. Oh, okay, we might have to go hard tyres. We might have to go medium, hard, medium. Even Behrman running in clear air, his tyres are overheating a little bit. Temperature's monstrous at the moment. and not cooling. Oh, there we go. Down 1 degree. Jesus. Piastri moves past Russell. Yeah, these temperatures are definitely throwing in an additional wrinkle. I think I am going to go hard tyres in the middle stint. Question is now, whether I do that. I'll leave it like that for now. Ollie can be more conservative because he's got clear air. Isaac's going to have dirty air for a long time, so got to really watch the tyre temps. Try and move him up the order if we can. Get some of that confidence back for him. Ocon went through. Surprised it took him that long, to be honest. There we go, round the Ferrari. He's already going to be feeling the heat in those tyres a little bit. Wow, look at Ocon's tyres compared to Russell's. Wow, 59%. Him being tucked up behind Behrman absolutely destroyed his tyres. He was only behind him for what? 3 laps? And it ruined his tyres. So we'll try and get past Ocon at the end of this lap.
I'm trying to go faster.
Copy.
Because he's going to be boxing in the next few laps at this rate. Ferrari is trying to find his way through again. Ocon is trying to push to close the gap down to Max. He is gaining a little bit. But he's not dropping us. We are just coasting at the moment. Just good. Should get him here. Yeah, comfortably past him. We'll push on for the rest of the lap. See if we can get close enough to Max and drop Ocon in the process. And we'll try and move Isaac up another place or two at the end of this lap. Bologna is doable. I don't know if we can get Oscar on the same lap. We might get past Magnussen before we get the chance. We haven't dropped Ocon yet. We have opened up a bit of a gap. Couldn't quite get up the inside there. We will get him here. Or will we? Fighting us off. There's that spider in his helmet again. I'm worried about contact. Oh, that was close. Come on, I'm almost out of battery. There we go. Just got the move done. But we are in the range of Oscar, so that's good. Ocon is still lurking, but doesn't have a lot of grip left in those tyres, so I don't think he's going to get past us. And the longer he stays in the dirty air, the more likely it is he's going to box at the end of this lap or the next one. Porsche sets a new fastest lap. We can start easing down again. Behrman's tyres again in that clean air, starting to overheat a little bit. Temperature is so high. And it may be that if I can keep the Jars tyres alive like this and might be able to go back onto the mediums instead of having to go onto the hards. But with the temperatures as they are, maybe just run the hards at normal pace would be better than protecting the mediums. I don't know. I'm still unsure about what to do with Isaac. Behrman has now dropped Ocon, who is going to go one more lap by the look of it. He's going to come under pressure from Schumacher. And we took half a second, 6/10 of a second out of Max on that lap. Evening, Anthony. Who's a good boy? Leave Ollie's tyres like this for a while because we have clawed a little bit of an advantage. Let's try and get onto Max and then hit the battery charge and drop the tyre pace down again. I'm going to try and move past Oscar and Magnussen, or at least one of them, at the end of this lap. Oh man, Behrman's tyres melting. Oh, this is tight. Oh, there we go. There we go. Beautiful. And we might have opened the door. No, I thought we might have opened the door for Oscar there, but we got through and he got stuck back behind Magnussen again. So we are making good progress here with Isaac. Ocon still hasn't pitted, surely, this lap. He's holding Schumacher up for us. Right, there's Sainz finding his way through. So, what tyres is Ocon going to go on to? Yeah, there we go. I thought he was going to stay out again. Is he going hard tyres? Surely he's not going to go another set of softs. Yeah, they look mediums to me. It is mediums. So, he could go mediums again. He could go hards at the end. We'll wait and see. Let's just take a little bit of temperature out of these tyres.
Copy.
Oscar's got past Magnussen. We are 3 seconds off the back of Albon and closing at about half a second a lap. That's good. No real breakaways after 13 laps. Not really. Not much in the way of big gaps. So where are you racing tonight, Anthony? Are you racing tonight? New fastest lap for Carlos Sainz. Trying to hunt down Ollie. Broken away from Schumacher. And Charles Leclerc is in. Gets off his softs, goes onto a set of mediums. He was behind Hajar, but this will give us a rough indication as to where we might expect to come out. Looks like we're looking at about 22, 23 seconds for a pit stop. Yeah, excuse me. Heat is making me a bit tired. That and a general lack of sleep over the last 3 days. Right, we took another second out of Gasly and Albon on that last lap. And they are in danger of dropping away from Porsche and Norris. So when they start to squabble, that will hopefully bring them into my clutches and I can get past them nice and quickly. Or at the very least, I can recharge Isaac's battery again. Just about keeping Oscar at bay at the moment. Gap is still just outside of DRS range. Not really gaining on Verstappen. Tyre advantage is disappearing, so Max protecting his tyres and still keeping good pace. Rating. See Isaac's tyres already overheating again. But I need to close that gap. And now it's Porsche who might get dropped. He just snuck in. I don't know if Albon got there. We'll find out in a second. How are you doing, Imola, tomorrow? So Albon didn't get the DRS, Gasly didn't get through, and Porsche has been dropped as well. Right, we're going to go back to our original strategy plan, which is mediums. Try and go lap 22 if I can. Them is actually losing ground. Let's close up. Should just about get DRS off the back of Albon here. Sainz into the pits. Getting off those softs. Isaac is going to make it. Get him charged up again. Sainz is going for mediums. Decent stop. Belajax is in. He's also going with medium tyres. have got the gap down a little bit, but we've killed the battery to do it. A nice little lead over Zhou now. 3.5 seconds. Put some pressure on Gasly here. See if we can get him to drop out of Albon's DRS. Albon's going to be attacking Porsche, who's really dropped off in the last lap or two. Porsche and Albon both hit the box. So now we have a DRS attempt. Okay, we're not getting through. Gasly's probably boxing on the end of this lap, so he's pushing by the look of it. Try and stretch Ollie's tyres an extra lap, maybe.
So let's pick up the pace.
Copy that.
Just to give me a little bit more flexibility later. I can go a couple of laps longer with Isaac here, by the look of it. Unless I just sprint him once I get past Gasly. Which is, it is an option. Might be the right option as well with Piastri right behind us. Max is once again stretching that lead. Maybe he's pushing for a pit stop soon. Gasly has stayed out. Maloney's in. That's one of the first of the medium runners to box. So let's see what he puts on. He's going soft. Interesting. Going for a very aggressive middle stint. So that's a new fastest lap for Charles Leclerc. 125.6, which is definitely quicker than we're doing right now. Oscar jumped us while we're charging. Bugger. Oh wow, looking at Gasly's tyres, they are in much better shape than I thought they were going to be in. No wonder we couldn't catch him. Oh no, wait, I'm looking at Oscar's tyres. Oscar's going to be boxing very soon, maybe this lap. He stays out. Oh, shit. I mean, driving clean air. No wonder the pace hasn't been good. I really hope Max isn't thinking of going medium soft soft. Albon now with the fastest lap of 125.1. That's half a second quicker. Half a second quicker than Leclerc just went. See if we can get back past Piastri before the end of the lap. Doesn't look like it. There he goes. But we did get the overtake because we were close enough to get him before he hit the pit lane proper. Good stuff. Wow, whole flurry of activity in the pits. Piastri, Zhou, Norris and Tsunoda all boxing at the same time. And I'm seeing at least one car on going onto softs there, maybe two. There's medium for Oscar. Oh, look at that, at the end of the pit lane. That was so close to contact between Albon and Tsunoda there. So Tsunoda and Norris have both gone onto softs. Very interesting. We are onto the back of Gasly. Gap to Max has gone up. And Max is in the pits. What's he going to put on? This could determine what our strategy is going to end up being. He's going medium, so that's a medium soft then by the look of it. Which is what we're going to do with Ollie. Alright, let's see if Isaac can hold him up. Actually, it's going to be a while, I think, until he catches Isaac. Let's hope he gets held up by Ocon for a bit. Has Ocon already boxed? No, he hasn't, but he's still got a lot of life left in those tyres. Oh no, wait, Ocon boxed really early, didn't he? So he's down to 70% on those tyres already. It's a lot of time to give up. He's going to have to go hard tyres, I think, unless he tries a 3-stop, which very rarely works around here.
Temperatures are fine.
Copy.
Try to pick up a bit more pace.
Copy.
So we're going to box next lap. Let's give the tyres everything they've got left.
Copy, Bob.
Push.
Copy.
Come on, Ocon, hold him up. Or take him out. One of the two. Effortless. Look at that. Just straight around the outside like he wasn't even there. Bugger. I'm going to try and go another 2 laps on Isaac before I box him. Gasly's really pushed his tyres. Actually, maybe I'll just go 1 more lap then. So it looks like Gasly might box at the end of this one. Behrman's in.
Okay, we're coming now to the pit.
Copy that.
How good a stop can we have? This race is going to be Max's to lose, I think. Gasly is in. That's unleashed Hajar. Oh, it's a bad stop. No. No. Come on. Jesus. 6.4 seconds that cost us. We've been doing 2.8s recently, and we just did a horrendous 9.2. Ooh, that is really bad.
Nothing to over push it.
Copy.
I'm going to go another lap. See if I can get in the way of Max a little bit. There's no real point. We're not fighting Max now. Not anymore.
Focus on
We're
yourself
fighting
now.
just to see if we can scramble back onto the podium here with Behrman now. After that horrendous pit stop. But we will go one more lap. We've got enough left in the tyres to do that. Schumacher's in. He's going softs. Interesting. That is without doubt our worst stop in this season. Not even close. Hell, that was slower than stops we've had with a 5-second penalty. At least we are frustrating Max a little bit there. Although he'll get the DRS, I think. Right. Clean stop, please. I don't care if it's above 3 seconds, I just want it to be clean. .0. I'll take that. That's okay. All that hard work potentially undone. Oh, we got a yellow flag. It's a VSC right as we come out of the pits. Of course it is.
There's been a crash.
Ah,
Here we head into
worst
turn
timing ever.
Clearly unable to take
Oh, that's a
evasive
big
action.
one.
Did
That is a
one do
big
their
one. Yeah,
confidence any
that's a
good?
retirement. Hit that barrier at some speed. That car's toast. And that is going to be an open opportunity for... oh, Gasly's already boxed, isn't he? Okay.
Following the delta, okay?
Copy.
Leclerc might box. Go onto a set of hards. Ocon may box. Albon may box. Let's see, who is first? Let's have a look at Ocon, see what he does. He's staying out. He's not going to change his strategy. Okay. Next up is Albon, who's on softs. He is staying out. Leclerc, staying out. So no one's going to box then. George can box like a lap after the safety car goes back in. Look how far behind Max we are now. I mean, it's not really 21.5 seconds. That's slightly inflated because of the VSC, but that's how far down we've fallen. A very long way. I thought I heard contact with someone for a second then. German's still tucked up behind Maloney. Waiting on that VSC to end. There it is.
VSC is ending. VSC is ending.
Copy.
Okay, we need to push a bit more.
Copy.
So yeah, we were, what, 3-4 seconds behind Max? Now we are 17 behind him. Ugh. As I say, any chance of winning this race has gone out the window now. Even if something happens to Max, I don't think we'll have enough pace to catch back up to the cars who are going to be at the very front. There we go. Past Maloney. Onwards towards Charles Leclerc. There's Isaac. He's closing in on Gasly. And Schumacher. Big gap opening up to Russell now. At least we are starting to move forward a little bit by the look of things. Come on, get the move. Not quite. Alright, we'll charge up again. Albon's tyres almost dead. Should have boxed into the safety car. Almost dropped Charles Leclerc, who's under pressure from Schumacher now. And that is it. We did drop him. And there goes Mick on those softs, making very easy work of the second Red Bull there. And Maloney got past us by the look of it. Or did Gasly get past? No, Gasly got past Maloney. And Magnussen got past Russell. Schumacher rocking up to us pretty quickly here. Maloney's softs are almost dead as well. We'll be on Albon at the end of this lap. Sneak up the inside there, lovely stuff. So we can really attack with the soft tyres for Isaac. And we can attack a little bit with Ollie as well. We want to get this move done before the end of the lap. Let's try and get it done now. There we go. We gave up the DRS, but I'm hopeful that Albon will keep Mick behind. And allow us to push away. So we can squeeze our way past Leclerc here. There we go, up the inside, beautiful stuff. Next up, back on Gasly again. And look at that, we pulled out 2 seconds on Schumacher and Albon. Albon frustrating everybody behind. Oh wow, look at that, Hajar's there as well. Everybody's caught up. And that's a sneaky, opportune move. And there it is, right back. Ah, beautiful. We've just boxed in Schumacher. Double overtake. Fantastic stuff. And now, hopefully, Albon will hold it. Oh, contact. Schumacher and Albon. No, sorry, Schumacher and Gasly.
Let's have a look at that. So here
Just
we go,
caught the end of
heading
that in the
into turn
background.
one.
There's that double
It's
overtake.
certainly inviting, and they're sure to be delighted with that.
So is it just a yellow?
And here we've got a yellow flag.
It's just a yellow. Everyone's still moving. I have to say, I think Mick's at fault for that.
And while all that was happening,
Evening refill. Let's see who gets penalised. Let's have a look. Is there damage to wings? Not to Schumacher. Or Gasly. But there is damage to tyres, I think. Joe boxes from second. Ocon boxes from fourth. And I didn't see, was that medium tyres he put on? It was. And mediums for Ocon. Not a great stop though. Maloney's in. That'll probably be for mediums. So we're running 6th and 7th right now. That's not too bad. And we've actually got a lot of rubber to play about with here. An awful lot of rubber. So let's adjust our strategy a little bit. Go. Laps 43 and 44. And there goes Sainz. I don't know what tyres he started on. I think it was softs. Albon's coming in as well. Finally getting off those set of softs that he's been on. And that is mediums to the end for Sainz. Here comes Alex Albon. Magnussen following him in. There'll be mediums for Albon. And it's a bad stop. It's a bad stop. No, it wasn't. He was just held. Thought it was a bad stop for a second. Decent stop for Williams. We are closing on the back of Piastri. And Tsunoda. Tsunoda's going to be boxing very soon. Maybe this lap. Maybe next lap. Norris has only got another couple of laps in him. Look at the difference in tyres between Hajar and Verstappen. And there goes Tsunoda. I know Max is going to go onto a set of softs. I can definitely go a bit more aggressive with Isaac, and I can probably go a little bit more aggressive with Ollie as well.
I'm trying to go faster.
Decent stop. Charles Leclerc is in, and he is going mediums. That's a very quick stop. Both of our drivers are in peak confidence right now, which is excellent news. Let's get after Oscar. Been an interesting old race, very eventful. Our boys have done themselves proud so far. In the way they've moved back up through the field. Behrman because of his really bad pit stop. Isaac just because he was starting really low. And Norris is in. So this is probably mediums. Yes, it is. Oh, couldn't quite get the move done. Let's harvest. There's Isaac. Norris is out behind Zhou, Gasly and Schumacher. That's excellent, because those guys are going to be squabbling. Schumacher's probably going to box this lap, but Gasly and Zhou are going to squabble. And Norris is behind the pair of them. Zhou should get through relatively straightforward. You know, as soon as Schumacher boxes, maybe even before then. He's got a lot of extra grip. Norris is going to find it tricky to get through until Zhou gets clear of Gasly, I think.
I need to over push it.
Just don't quite have enough acceleration without using the battery, or at least while harvesting anyway. Tyre temp's getting a bit too hot. Yeah, maybe, but I mean, we're close to boxing, so we can afford to be a little bit more aggressive. Zhou's got through against Schumacher. That means Gasly will be a buffer. I actually haven't said that. Schumacher has been dropped quite substantially there by Zhou. Oh, hello, Isaac. See you there. There we go, Bowman is through. And Isaac is going to try and push his way through almost straight away as well. Again, I can afford to overheat the tyres a little bit here, given the fact that we are stopping soon. Just turn that off. Got him without even trying, and we'll get the DRS as well here. When F1 Manager 24 comes out, do I plan to stream that as well? Absolutely. Counting down the days until the end of the month, when hopefully we'll get a release date. Right, Schumacher and Russell have just boxed. Schumacher's out on a new set of softs. New softs for Russell. Here comes Stroll. It's a double stack. Very smooth operation there from Ferrari, but I don't know whether Stroll had to wait or not. Not sure what the gap was between the two of them. And we've dropped Oscar. Let's continue getting Isaac's battery charged so that we can go for a fastest lap attempt as soon as we get those softs on. There's all. Bank a bit of fuel. Save a little bit of wear so I can absolutely sprint with Isaac on his in lap. How many laps away are we? Oh, one more lap. So we'll go flat out now on those tyres. Max might box this lap. He might go one more. I don't know. Still think we're too far back to catch him. I thought that was contact for a second, then I was like, no!
Box.
Copy, box.
Hajar's going to have more pace, given he's got more grip to play with. If ever we needed a good pit stop, it's now. That's Hajar scheduled for next lap. We are tearing into the gap to Max. Maybe Max is just taking it easy, trying to stretch those tyres a little bit more. He has stayed out. So we're going to get an undercut. Oscar's coming in behind us. If we have a bad stop, he will jump back in front of us again. Three seconds, that's better than last time. And he stayed behind us, that's good. It's very good. We're going to get out comfortably out of Charles Leclerc here. And Joe now just 6 seconds behind Max.
So let's pick up the pace.
He's just demolishing that gap. Tempted to leave him out for another lap. I'm going to leave him out for one more lap. Just so there's no... Oh, there is Max going to the pits. Yeah, I've still got enough rubber to absolutely hammer the track for one more lap with Hajjar, which means he'll have more softs to play with when he does come in. I mean, he did a 1:25.1 across the line there. That's still a damn quick lap.
Let's push.
All right, fastest lap attempt. There's Max. He's going to get out just in front of the two Alpines. I think we're probably going to give the fastest lap to Oscar here, unless we can break away from him over the rest of the lap. Okay, we are purple in the first, that's encouraging. Purple in the middle. We're going to get the DRS off Tsunoda at the end of the lap as well. Please be a good stop for Isaac. .9, that's good enough.
Faster off track.
1:22.6, that's a quick lap, and we've come out right behind Oscar. All right, how far behind Max are we? 5.5 seconds. Good stuff.
try to pick up a bit more pace.
I know, it's just steamroller past both Sonoda.
Let's take a look at the replay. Now we're approaching turn
There he
2.
is. Look, Sonoda
The
and
gap
Piastri
opens
down
up
the
for
main
them.
straight into turn 1. That's beautiful.
And
Qatar
fifth place
is
after that.
going to beat Ollie tonight by the look of it.
Okay, we need to push a bit more.
There we go, up the inside. I don't think Sainz got the DRS. I know we did. Sainz didn't, did he? No, we did. Just.
Insane.
Switch them over.
Try to go
So I'll make sure we drop Sainz here. And keep Behrman in range while he's not pushing fuel and braking. There we go. So Max and Norris are going to be problematic. We should easily dispatch of Ocon. And we should dispatch of Zhou, who I don't think is going to be able to stay ahead of Norris or Max. I still got driving clean air on, I didn't even realise again. That's a very defensive shape. Alright, I've got to get past Ocon quickly here. I'm bleeding time. I just gave up the DRS. Hopefully I've got enough pace to break away and hold him back. Yes, I do.
I think we need to start getting a little bit quicker.
Oscar's getting close again. There we go, up the inside. Good stuff. Let's go hunting down the front runners. Norris has got past Joe. Took him long enough. Max has not closed the gap up yet. And we just took 2.1 seconds out of him with Hajar on that lap. Time's getting a little hot. 5 laps to go. Great. Keep pushing those tyres. Should have enough. And Norris has gone 2.2 seconds clear of Joe already. So Joe's pace has dropped off dramatically. 126.1, yeah, he got gobbled up a bit by Max on that lap. We've got the gap down to 3.6. I think we're going to run out of laps. Still closing. Hopefully Joe will hold him up. Got to take the opportunity and just go for it now. If he gets clear, I might not be able to go with him. There we are in the background. That's Isaac. Can't quite make out Ollie yet. He is holding him up beautifully. We've got the gap under 2 seconds. There we are. There's both of our cars there. And Max is getting through. Hoping I could throw it up the inside there. Not quite. Two laps to go. Oh, this is going to be a nervy finish. And Behrman's through. I didn't even see him get the move done there, but he is through.
Let's see what happened there. Now here we are tackling turn 3. There's the opening.
Just dived up the inside there. Through turn 2, completed on the exit of turn 3. Lovely stuff. Norris is going to get the win, but we are going to jump Max, I think. Oh, so close. Come on.
That means over pushing.
Come on, get him. Please get him.
Try to get him. Get empty.
It's going to be a drive to the line. Come on. Come on. Oh, oh, couldn't quite make it.
Lando Norris wins
God
it.
damn
He's
it.
first over
Again,
the
Max
line.
just frustrating Ollie. So Max is going to pull out a big gap in the driver's title again. But we are going to outscore Red Bull quite significantly tonight in the constructors. Whew. Yeah, I was watching the fuel gauges. That was a really, really tight finish. Hell of a fight back for Behrman, considering he'd lost all that time. And what a recovery race from Hajar. Dropped down to 17th at one point, ended up second.
Wasn't
Superb.
that a fantastic drive from the Alfa Romeo driver?
That was an excellent performance. They set out with a great strategy and it paid off with an impressive podium finish.
Well, they've been waiting for this, haven't they? And it's only right that they make the most of it. So then, Karun, in terms of the Alfa Romeo team, how will they be feeling after that?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
So then, our time in Losail is now up.
Coming up next, we'll be crossing the pond all the way to Texas for the twists and turns of the United States Grand Prix.
Ah, what a race. So, confirmation then of the final result. It's Norris who takes the win, up 11 places. Isaac up 12 to take second. Max in third, rounds out the podium. Behrman just missing out by 22 thousandths of a second there across the line. But it takes fourth place and the fastest lap. Joe in fifth, good solid points for him. 13 places gained for Piastri to take 8 points ahead of Ocon, Tsunoda, Sainz and Leclerc rounding out the final points-paying position. He himself gaining 10 places. At the bottom half, it was a disappointing race for Schumacher, down 8 places. Down 2 for Albon and 7 for Gasly. Magnussen and Maloney both down 6 each. The Ferraris both going backwards again, 16th and 17th. And it's Belajax in 18th. Giovinazzi down 2 places, in 19th, and Porsche failing to finish with that big lock-up and spin into the barrier. Let's see what the driver's standings look like. Max is 21 points each, actually, tonight. The gap stays the same. Forgot it was Isaac who didn't score in the sprint. I thought it was Ollie who didn't. So, yeah. Gap maintained, 21 points. Charles Leclerc in third picks up just 1 point tonight. Isaac with 18. It's the gap down to 17 points. That is going to be an interesting fight for third place between those two as the season winds its way to a conclusion. Big points for Norris tonight. Get his first win of the season. And he's up to 169 points. He is 28 points behind Isaac. Scored 32 across the race and sprint tonight. Excellent result for him. He jumps over Oscar Piastri and clears him by 8 points. Mick in 7th is now into triple digits on 104. 9 points clear of Zhou, who jumps above Ocon tonight. 2 points clear. Gasly stays in 10th with another 2 points, stretching away a little bit from Zay Maloney. In the bottom half, it's Porsche from Russell. Sainz gets a couple of points onto 44. Tsunoda getting 5. Moves him away from Magnussen in 16th. Belichick stays 17th. Stroll 18th. Giovinazzi 19th. And Albon in 20th. Let's have a look at the constructors' standings. 22 points for Red Bull tonight. We get 39. We outscored them by 17 points. So the gap has come down. We are 38 points behind them. That's not too bad. That is, if we can keep closing them down little by little over the next 6 rounds, then 5 rounds, sorry, then maybe we can sneak the title from them. Alfa Tauri in third, pick up 13 points, but they are coming under big pressure from McLaren now. They're only 3 points ahead as McLaren scored 42 points tonight. That's moved them right there. As I say, just 3 points behind them. Alfa Tauri have lost their Constructors' Championship. They're not going to get that this season. It's going to be either us or Red Bull, but they might not even finish in the top 3 now. Haas in 5th, 118 points. None scored tonight, and Mercedes do pick up some decent points, 13 in fact. So they are in the equation for getting back up to 5th this year after a disaster of a season last year. 79 points for Aston. They are 4 clear of Alpine in 8th. And then it's Ferrari in 9th. No points scored tonight, and no points either for Williams on 59 and 29 respectively. Let's take a look at the pit stops. And surprise, surprise, we are nowhere near again. First and second for Red Bull, they've pretty much got the pit stop competition wrapped up now, I think. Alfa Tauri do get 3rd and 7th, but Mercedes 4th and 5th. Some solid points from them tonight. Aston get 2 cars in the top 10 as well, and then it is an Alpine and a McLaren rounding out the top 10. Standings now look like this. It's 556 for Red Bull, 429 for Alfa Tauri, who scored 21 points. They do stretch away from Ferrari a little bit more, but they are a long way behind Red Bull now. And McLaren missed an opportunity to try and close down Ferrari there. Only got 4 points, but Mercedes, big points. And they catch McLaren. Maybe. They are probably clear and safe now of Aston Martin and Alpine. So I think it's 5th or higher now for Mercedes. And then big points for Aston Martin in their fight with Williams, Alfa Romeo and Haas. They are now 11 points clear of that little back 3 there. We're still there or thereabouts. If we can sneak another couple of points, then that'll be nice. I think the only way that's going to happen is if there's a fortunate red flag and we get to box just before it, and other teams just don't change their tyres at all during the race and just box under a red flag conditions. That's probably the only way we're going to get more points this year. Our best stop tonight was a 2.991, so we were almost 0.6 off getting onto the top 10 there. And a horrendous stop. Look at that, 9.21 seconds. That is shocking. Disaster. That cost Ollie the podium tonight, and possibly even the win. And when you consider how far behind Norris we were, we would have been up there fighting with him and probably beating him had we not had that really horrendous stop. Let's see how our drivers did in the report cards. It's 25 and 19 in the overtakes tonight for Isaac, 13 and 8 in defence. Good numbers. And let's take a look at Ollie. 13 and 19 again. His overtaking letting him down. It is his weakest stat, and it does need to be worked on. So that is something we are going to have to really start focusing on, I think. Shame. I'd like to keep working his pace, but we need to get that overtaking up, I think. Good in defence, though. 11 and 4 in defending, so very pleased to see that. See how we did with the sponsors. We hit all the incentives, so we completed the finish position streak. That's worth 595,000. Got the fastest lap and got one car into Q3. And then for the guarantees, we got both cars in the top 8. We got both cars into Q2 and both in the top 10 for qualifying. So 4.3 mil, that's an extra 1.9 million on our base rate there. And that is an increase in overall driver performance there for Isaac. He goes up a point. He's now 88. Good, good, good. The spare underfloor. Let's get advanced to the day of the Grand Prix before we disappear for the rest of the weekend. Let's see. Did our cars come through unscathed? No. Obviously, we destroyed the side pod, but that's been replaced. So Isaac's car is okay, but we need to replace the chassis and suspension on Ollie's car. Let's go ahead and do that now. And then we can reassess what spare parts we're going to need going forward. So the front wing will fail going in the next Grand Prix. Let's take a look at Isaac's car. The chassis is going to fail in the next race or after Qatar, so that's going to need us to make another spare chassis. Hopefully just the one will be enough. That front wing's going to go as well, so we need to make 3 more front wings minimum. Might need to make more on top of that, we'll see. What else is going to need to go? Let's see. A suspension. Yeah, we're going to need another suspension as well. So let's get another one of those into production. Again, hopefully we can get away with just the one spare there. Side pods are looking fine on both cars. We've got 2 spare underfloors. All right. Do we have a slot free? No, not yet. Not for another 17 days. All right. Monthly car development looks terrible because we've got parts that needed to be replaced. Board confidence check-in should be over the moon, and they are. We've now hit points in 16 out of 12 for our long-term objective. Absolutely smashed that this year. And I say we're guaranteed, I think, second or first in the constructors. Can't see us being caught for second place. So, yeah, absolutely demolished that objective as well. Glorious. How did our drivers improve themselves? It is a point in braking and a point in adaptability for Isaac. He needs to improve both of those stats, so that's good. And a point in adaptability for Ollie, which he really doesn't need to improve. Let's change his training focus for the last run of the season. It's got to be that, I think. Or maybe that. Control, overtaking, defending reactions. Smoothness, overtaking, defending reactions. Yeah, we'll leave him on smoothness. Yeah, that's what we'll put him on for the rest of the season. Now we get to do our pit crew training, but first, let's check in with how other teams did in September. Alfa Tauri had a new underfloor, and now they are working on a new suspension. Okay, so they've still got another upgrade coming. And Ferrari just not having a good year. Let's get our pit crew done. Clear that out, get into cumulative. Drivers are going to be very tired, or sorry, pit crew's going to be very tired. I'm going to give them 2 days off. I think with all the part swapping we did, that's why they made mistakes with that pit stop. Try to keep that fatigue low. That's too high. I'm going to have to take some of that out, if not all of it. Let's just throw in a little bit more gym training there. So by the time we get here, start Still a little higher than I would like. All right, let's take that out. 35, that's better. And 29. And 34. Yeah, we're not going to do any training until after Brazil now. And then we are going to focus on some gym training. Right, that is it for the pit crew. Give them a bit of a break this month. They need it. Let's check our facilities now that we've got some more cash in the bank. Factory is looking nice and shiny. Design center upgrade is going through. That is 2 months away. So that'll be ready early December. Just in time for the start of the new season. Wind tunnel could do with an upgrade. We haven't got the money for that though. So let's go ahead and upgrade the team hub. Not really going to get much of a benefit ourselves this season. We're moving on. We'll wait and see if we can get that upgraded for them at the end of the year. Operations, everything there is fine. I do have a couple of parts down here that are going to break soon. There's the car part test center. That's going to need a refurb. And wind tunnel wants either an upgrade or a refurb by the end of the year. So we'll hang on to that money and wait, see what happens. Right, advancing time, getting some spare parts in, ready for Qatar. Yeah, I know I'm low on stock. Fine. There's a spare suspension, so we have one spare suspension now. As long as we don't have 2 accidents, we'll be fine. I'm hoping we won't have any accidents. Spare chassis is done now. Spare front wings are done, so we've got some extra wings there. Let's take a look at some feedback from our scouts. So Max has 1 and a bit years left on his contract. Leclerc is out of contract at the end of the season. Is he going to stay or is he going to move on? Lando, he's got a long way left on his contract, so he's staying at McLaren for the duration. Look at that, 39 months left. That is 3 and a bit years. Well, 3 more years after this season. Sponsor VIP experience. The sponsors want to come to Qatar. And I think I'm going to allow them to come. Yeah, because we're going to complete the quali streak, so we'll get a triple payout on that. That on its own is worth 3.8, so that's going to be worth nearly 11.5 mil, I think. Or just over 11.5 mil. That is going to be a huge payout. There we go, 11.6 mil just for completing that streak. And then it'll be, nothing on that. Fastest lap will be worth 714 grand. Whatever the guarantee will be tripled, as will these. So 2 in the top 15, a very, very easy target, will be worth $600,000, plus the guarantees that we make as well. We could make an absolute fortune at Qatar, or we could lose a substantial amount of money. We'll see what happens. Look at the weather. It's a wet weekend that's coming up. An absolute downpour on the Saturday, which could well scupper the sprint. And then light rain forecast for Sunday, so part, if not all, of that race will be on inters. Interesting. Let's get some more scouting up and running. Let's see, technical chiefs. I want to scout Pierre. I want to scout Enrico. If he's available, he will probably be my number 1 target aero-wise for Ferrari. We are going to be going with very, very inexperienced drivers if we get that opportunity. Let's see. Speaking of drivers, let's take a look. Who else is going to be out of contract? Let's take a look at Oscar, who's a 90 overall. See when his contract comes up. See whether he re-signed last year or not. I can't remember if we re-signed him or if that was his final season, or that is his final year. And could you imagine if Oscar goes to Red Bull next year to replace Charles Leclerc? That'd be interesting. All right, scouts are allocated out. We've got sponsors turning up, and we are ready for Qatar. So that is Monday's race. We will be back at the usual time on Monday at 8 p.m. I do hope you've enjoyed tonight's dramatic race. Some superb fighting from both of our boys. Just a shame about the dodgy pit stop, and really not sure why Isaac got the penalty in that coming together with Oscar, but we fought back really, really well from a low finish in the sprint to second place with Isaac. We have closed down Red Bull, and we've just about maintained the gap to Max in the drivers. So it's still all to play for as we run into our final week for Season 6. At the end of next week, we will be moving on, hopefully, to Ferrari. Assuming that our managerial rating is high enough. If it's not, I'll be extremely disappointed and frustrated, because it's like, what do I have to do? I've won, if we can win both titles this season, that'll be back-to-back drivers and constructors titles at two separate teams now, and it still won't be enough work. Hopefully it will. We shall see. I'm expecting their requirements to come down, given where they are in the Constructors' Championship right now, and also where they are in the drivers, which is nowhere in both. There you can see Stroll is down in 18th place. Russell is in 13th place, just 48 points. And then in the Constructors' standings, they're down in 9th place. So I'm hoping their requirement is going to be maybe 500 points. Maybe less than that if we're lucky. And hopefully our managerial rating is going to go up by at least 200, which will put us in the region of 600 and something. Our current rating is 408. So, yeah, I'm excited for the end of the season to see if we can win the double championships. I am also excited for the possibility, the prospect of finally getting our hands on the Ferrari. So do join me for that on Monday as we run down the final week, starting with Qatar, then Mexico, Brazil, Vegas, and then Abu Dhabi. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob. Enjoy your weekend, and I will be back with more F1 Manager very soon.